Hey friends, welcome to another unboxing review. This is the world's fastest scooter. 68 miles per hour, 100 miles of range, two 4,200 watt motors. Pretty excited to try this one out. So it clicks on up under there. This did require a little bit of installation, so we got the handlebars locked down in place. There's about 4 screws to put those on, and then there was for the rear mud flap and the reflector, put those on, and that was about it. Not too difficult. All right, so these are those screws I just put on the back, and then one on the top here. Take that off the fender. Whew. Look at this thing. Look at that. That's solid metal there. That's crazy. So we have, this thing is really overbuilt. The tires are nice. Look at this deck here. Just solid. Really a good looking scooter. So the 4 screws I put in were under here. 1, 2, and 3, 4 on the other side. Here's that, our screen. Pull that off of there. Okay, let's check out this portion here. So it looks like we got blinkers here and here, so that's nice. We can wrap up our wires on that. Got our light in the front, I just connected right here. And then this just fold the handlebars up, and then this locks, the screw locks it down in place. We'll check out those nice disc brakes. Shocks front and back. Okay, I can't really take it any longer. I'm going to pull this bad boy off of here and check it out. You have a little kickstand here. That is very nice. Excellent shocks. I think I want to just take this for a little spin here. See how we're doing. All right, let's go over the panel and everything real quick. So on the right-hand side, we have our throttle right here. And we have our power button. Turn that on and our screen comes on here. We have the plus. That's going to show basically our modes that we're in. Plus goes up to 4, which is like the turbo mode, and then you press down. And those goes to the different modes. So 1 is like kind of slower speeds, just casual. 2 is a little faster, 3 is faster obviously, and 4 is the fastest. Okay, on this we have our speedometer, how many miles, trip miles, and how many miles you have total. And then this is the drive. That means that both engines are engaged. Okay, so if we have both engines engaged, we can disengage them. If we hold down this button, the middle button, that goes away. And this one is to hold it down. So to engage or disengage your motors, you press that. Another really cool feature on this is the cruise control. So you can just cruise along at whatever speed you want. So get your speed going on your throttle. You hold it down, say you want to go 30. Get going 30 miles an hour while you're holding this at the proper speed. And then you just simply tap that and it'll lock it in. It's really handy, so you don't have to check out your speed when you're riding. Never seen this feature on a scooter or a bike or anything like that before. So to have cruise control on this scooter, it's really impressive. It's super easy to use, and it's a great feature. Now we have our turn signals. So left is left, and you can see right here that the rear and this flashes left or right. So it's very cool. All right, and then we have the right blinker. We have our light right here. You can turn that on. Obviously it gets pretty bright there. Turn it on, turn it off. So our headlights are nice and bright. We have our horn, super loud. And that's about it for this. I did add a mirror here and also a little thing from my cell phone. So these handlebars are pretty much perfect for like putting other things on here. Our kickstand is right here. It's super easy, just kick it up and it tucks up underneath there, works great. Here we have, these are like adjustable. So if you take this bolt out and move it to another one, it can either raise or lower this depending on how you want your ride to go. So the back tire also has that available. You take out the screw, raise or lower it to where you want it, and that adjusts that height there. We have the, right here in the back, we have the shocks, and this has got a cool feature too. If you want it a little stiffer or a little not so stiff, these just click over. So plus it's going to be a little stiffer, and then minus is going to be a little bit smoother ride, so less travel or whatever. So that can be done for the front as well. All right, to fold this thing, if you want to, just unscrew this right here. That comes down, and then you just pop this down, which is on a spring, and that allows now your handles to just fold down like this. It's very simple. Fold it back up, and I believe this, let's see, does this have a lock in place anywhere? Like some have a place where it'll lock down. I don't see that. And you hear the beep going off, that's just a warning that, hey, this is down, you can't ride like this. To put it back up, you just lift the handlebars up. And those things hold it initially right there, and then this goes in over the top, locking it in place, and then you just screw that down and it locks it in there nicely. I really like the disc brakes on here. They are the hydraulic disc brakes, so you don't have to apply so much pressure, and they can be adjusted on the app, but nice big disc brakes allows you to stop easily and quickly. Also, the mud flaps are nice so you don't spray yourself when you're riding. All right. So that's 30 miles an hour. And we go from 0 to like 40, and pretty fast there. The front tires actually peel out. Okay, let's get on the road here. I think this truck's going like that's at 47, 49, there's 52, 53, 54, so it's going 53 right now. I want to try to hit that's like 68 miles an hour, so he's pretty far ahead now. Okay, we're going 47, 54, 56. I got it to 56. This road is 50, so we'll get going on this one. So we're stopped, and then 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. We're at 40. And then we're at 50 right now. Okay, so I got my screen recorder in my pocket there for the accelerator. And we'll see now how fast we're going. Okay, so here we go. Nobody behind me. Put my helmet down there. All right, here we go. We're maxed out on like full speed here. It's saying 52 on my thing. So 52 is pretty fast. 54. 55. Stop ahead. Okay, so the brakes on here are excellent. I mean, I can skid if I want to. Okay guys, here's the InMotion app, and pretty sweet. So we have, you know, ride time, ride mileage, max speed, total mileage, average speed, trip mileage, power on time, current, voltage, and then you can also add other things here if you want to. There's a couple other things you can add, plus in front, rear motor temp and things like that. So you can add a total of 10 of them on there. Yeah, pretty cool here. Total mileage so far I got on this thing is 69 miles. You can lock the scooter. Just hit the lock button, and it's the only way you can open it then is with the app. You can turn your light on and off with it just by tapping the button. You can go to settings here. So here's some cool stuff here. So zero start is like, I think you don't have to push it to start it. You can, it just accelerates. And if you have zero start off, you have to kind of like push it and then get it going. Maybe it's a little easier on the motors, I'm not sure. So the second one is that cruise control. Cruise control is really sweet. So basically you got your throttle, you're going like 30 miles an hour. You just tap that middle button on the left hand side there, which switches your drive motors too. If you just tap it, it sets your cruise control and you're good to go. It's great to just cruising along at a certain speed. So we can go to diagnose. Very, very cool here. We got the ride modes. We got P, Eco, D, and then X. So extreme, it looks like it just switched the power modes from on the thing to 4. And then we have the acceleration force. So if your front tire's peeling out too much, you can lower these, or rear tire also. So whatever you want that to be. And then the brake force, you can adjust that as well. These have the hydraulic brakes, so they're really, really sweet. They're really impressive. The disc brakes stop you really good. Miles per hour, I prefer that over kilometers. Standby, it's basically how long it's going to be before it shuts itself off. And then the auto park time. So after 30 seconds or wherever you adjust this to, it's going to, if you let it sit there, it'll turn off the gear basically. So you have to turn it back on. The bike will still be on though. And then the vehicle calibration, you can calibrate those to like the throttle. You just hold it down and then let it up for a second. And then the gyro calibration. So I did all that. Got factory reset and the firm update. So very, very cool here on the app. It's just a lot of stuff on here. So maybe with the motors, I had them at 50 and 50, and then I hadn't calibrated the thing before. So I'm going to try to get it up to hit that 68 miles per hour. So on this, I said my fastest was 59 point something. So almost 60 miles an hour, which is pretty impressive. I'll just go right here.
Hey, how's yours work on the sand?
I haven't taken this one on the beach. I have like a couple others with like a little bit better like off-road tires. Yeah. This is more kind of like a street one, I think.
Okay. Are those 10-inch tires?
Yeah.
11, okay.
They're, yeah, I was trying to get it to go. It says this thing will go 68 miles an hour, but I've only got it at 57 so far. So.
You wear a fucking helmet.
Yeah.
We've looked at some of them, knee pads, arm pads, to get everything on.
Yeah.
We look at them, we do a lot of rock hunting and stuff, and we've looked at them to get away from everybody else.
Okay.
Get on the hard pack, and you could ride them quite a ways down, but yeah.
If it is kind of bumpy, because the tires are kind of small, they're not like bicycles can go over them quite a bit easier. So it's just kind of a rough ride. Yeah, they're good for like if you got like smooth paths kind of off-road, but if it's like bigger rocks and stuff like that, it's kind of rough.
Right around here.
All right, take care, man. Yep. If you're cruising on like gravel roads like this isn't too bad. If you have like places where there are bigger rocks and stuff like that. I mean, this gravel road like this, it's pretty much no problem. You can go over it pretty easily. Just want to just have a little caution with larger stones and things like that, because the tires they're big tires, are 10 inches, but because they're lower than bicycle tires, you got to lean forward over that. So you just want to be careful with this. I mean, this is fairly stable, and you can mitigate that by keeping more of the weight to the back. But since it does have that lower tire profile, you want to make sure that you're not hitting any large rocks, because you can just kind of go up over the handlebars if you're not careful. I guess that's with anything, but yeah, this thing can go off-road. You can see the shocks absorbing quite a bit of distance and travel there, and obviously plenty of power. The thing is actually just a lot of fun to ride. It's incredible, like the acceleration on here. So I just bumped up both the front and back motor to 100%. Apparently when I was making this video, they were only at 50%. So I'm pretty excited to take this out and give it another spin and see how it does with both the motors cranked to 100%. I don't know if I'll just sit there and peel out the whole time. It's pretty crazy. Okay. So final thoughts on this InMotion RS. It's super easy to assemble, not really difficult at all. It is very quick, very cool looking also. I really like the hydraulic brakes. You can brake without having to put a bunch of pressure on there. Nice big disc brakes too. I like the 10-inch tires too. You can go over most things that are in the road and things like that. It's a smooth ride, even though I got it up to almost 60 miles an hour. There's no speed wobbles or anything like that. The lights all around it make it very visible. It's got a ton of torque, a ton of power. Just crazy acceleration. Like they can peel out on the concrete and it just gets going in a hurry. It's just a lot of fun to ride. You got a lot of range too. I do notice that if I have both motors running at, the fourth gear or whatever, it does take down the battery pretty fast. But if you were to do it on the first or second one, you're going to have a ton of range on here. I've gotten I go out and cruise, 10 miles or something like that. And then there's still like 2 bars left if I'm doing on max performance. So it's super impressive. It's a very comfortable ride. You can easily use this as a commuter or something. If you're living in a city, this would definitely be faster than a car. You would not be dealing with a bunch of traffic or anything like that. And because it goes so fast and easy to steer around, that's very smooth. Didn't feel like sometimes you go super fast on a bike or something like that and the handlebars start to wobble. That didn't happen with this. And just super easy to fold down the handlebars too if you want to throw it in your trunk or something. It does weigh, I think, a little over 100 pounds though, so it's pretty beefy. But all in all, it's just an excellent scooter. It's super fun to ride, guys. I highly recommend it. If you guys are looking for a very sweet scooter, I'm going to link this one in the description below. If you guys got any comments or questions, hit me up. I'll be trying to answer them as best I can. Have a great day. ETPC out.